Hey, it's Chris from Hale Guitar Studio. Welcome. Today we're going to be looking at this Taylor 514. It's got no output from the jack. Each of the pickups is wired in series, so when one fails, they all fail. And on this guitar, the pickup underneath the neck has failed. So we've got a new piece. We're going to put that in. That's going to involve taking the neck off, so we'll have a look at that. And then we're going to clean the frets, clean the guitar, get it strung up with some new strings, and it'll be good as new. If you like the video or the guitar, please consider clicking the like button. Let's get cracking. Okay, so we've got a Taylor guitar with the pickup that's underneath the neck has failed. And we have a new piece, a new part to go in. The necks on these come off. And I have to take the neck off to fit the new pickup. But first what I want to do is remove the pickup system and see if that's the problem before I go to all of the aggro of taking the neck out. So these Taylor guitars have got these little screw-in bezels that hold, once you pop the cap off the end, these just unscrew. And then the whole pickup system comes out from the inside. And what we've got is, I'll get you a good angle. These are all the pickups, and one of these has failed. And it's this one, which is on the inside. No, it's not, it's on the outside. So it's this little puppy. Our entertainment is going to be whether or not this reaches and how to reattach it. I think I can see. Okay, so here's our new pickup, and the lead's about the same length. Of course, this is all into this plug already, so I need to remove this from the plug and put this new one in. So before I do that, I'm going to get my little tester. And we're just looking for some resistance. It's quite low resistance. We're looking for some resistance between the ground and some of the other coils. Or, sorry, not. We're looking for some resistance between each end of the coil. There we go. So about 200 ohms. So on here, there's one end, there's the other, and it's a completely broken circuit. Infinity resistance. So we know that it's not working. Move my phone out of the way, you don't need to see that. Right, okay, so the neck's off. If I show you, here's the neck that has sat in the net pocket. It's held on with these two bolts that go on the inside, one top, one bottom, and then this little Allen bolt that comes up through the middle and holds that down. Holds the fingerboard down on top of the guitar. And underneath are a couple of shims fitted to set the neck angle perfectly well, but we're not interested in those. We're interested in this little fella. I've just popped the plug off of the end because I need the new one to go on, of course. That's the little thing that kept the cables tidy. There's no sticky left on that. Right, so now what I've got to do is get this pickup out because it has failed. And happily for me, it's not glued in, it's just fitted. And without the plug on, I'm hoping they all just pull out. So that's the broken one. Let's put that well out of the way. I really don't want to fit that one again. Right, okay, so here's the new one. We'll put the leads through the hole. There's a little pre-drilled hole that the leads go through, which helps me to orientate the pickup because that's where the leads are, that's where the leads fit. And then I've got each of these little barrels that slot inside these holes. Let's get that little bit of wood out of the way. Thank you. Pop you in there. Make sure I don't disturb anything because it seats. That's it. Lovely. And then there's a space under the neck for it to sit in. Good, so that's in. Here's the new leads. But what I really want to do is get this neck back on. So I'm going to pop you back over and make sure it all fits nice and neatly. Okay, so the neck's back on nice and tight. The pickup system is back in. I've got the plug on the end and it's back in position. Just tighten up a couple of these screws. I'll tighten them properly in a bit. And now, I don't know if you can hear it on the camera. If I take something, maybe metal, that's with the amp on. If I turn the amp off, turn the amp on, there we go. It's fixed. So if you lose sound on your Taylor, it might well be one of the pickups has gone. Good, right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is give this whole thing a bit of a clean up, let the owner know that it's fixed, because I know that they're keen to get it for the weekend, and then it just needs to be cleaned and strung up with the saddle put back in and the bridge pins, and we're ready. Right, so we're all cleaned up, fret's nice and shiny now. All we need is some new strings. We've got some Ernie Ball Earthwood Phosphor Bronze, 11 to 52. 11 to 52. Okay, so we're just going to take a peg, push the string in the hole, and then what I want to be able to do is make sure that the end of the ball end of the string doesn't get caught on the end of the peg. So as I push the peg in, I pull up on the string until they pass each other and then secure it tightly. And now I know that if I feel inside, the ball end is against the underside of the guitar, not sitting on the end of the pin. So then up to my tuning peg, onto the next one, which I know is going to give me enough slack to give me up to 3 coils on the swing, which is going to be plenty. So I'm going to cut that, put it through the hole, and wind it on. That's 2 whole turns. There you go, 2.5. Wonderful. If you've watched any of my videos from about a month ago, you'll see I've upgraded my camera. I've got a nice Sony ZV-E10, which is really good. It's given me really great images, but the battery runs out. It lasts about an hour and a half, and many jobs just last a bit longer than that. So in the next day or two, I've got a whole new power pack coming, so I can just switch it on and forget about it. That's going to make such a difference. That's it. Pop the ball in through, peg, feel when they pass, there you go, it's gone. And now it won't pull the peg up as I tighten the string, which is what otherwise happens. Cut the slack off. So I'm really pleased with the response I got from Taylor. I emailed them to say that this guitar wasn't giving any output, and I had measured the pickup and that was the failure point, and they came back really quickly. I didn't get the part for free, unfortunately, but it wasn't expensive. I think I paid a little over £30 for the part plus postage. So I think that's been good service. Well done, Taylor. And again, taking the neck off, let's just trim that a bit, it's untidy. Taking the neck off was no real big drama. The only thing to watch with them is you've got to take the sticker off the inside. And if you've got a guitar that is new and still in warranty, that generally voids the warranty. Fortunately, this guitar's a few years old, so it isn't an issue. But it's always worth checking, making sure that if you've got a warranty, that Taylor approved the repair and it won't void it. The design is intended to enable you to change shims in the neck pocket, and by doing so, you change the neck angle. It's a well thought through design that enables you to get a really, really precise neck angle. That's it. That string's got a little kink in it, which is upsetting. What's going on there? It's almost like a little solder lump. It's an imperfection in the metal as it's been pulled through. Okay, I'm going to see if I've got a replacement for that. What was it, a 15? Right, so fortunately I've got a replacement string, so we'll use this instead. Sounding gorgeous. I'm going to quickly check the neck relief, which I think is fine, and the string height, which is a touch high, but that's how the client would like it for now. Yep, so neck relief's a little bit on the tight side, but they can be on these Taylor guitars because the fretboards are so good. You don't get any buzz even with a slightly tighter neck relief. I'm using a 10,000ths of an inch feeler gauge and it's pretty much touching it. So capo's off, we're just going to check the string height. Yep, it's about 2.5 mil and 1.75 mil, which, as I say, is a little bit on the higher side, but not really for an acoustic guitar. And then we're just going to check the output. Lovely, really nice full output. Controls are all working, a little bit scratchy. Yep. Fantastic. That's another one done and brought back, as I say, just like new. Thanks for watching.